Hi everyone, it's a Draftaholic's guide to God-Paraoh's gift. We're getting you ready for Nationals 2017, and Nathan Whalen here is going to show us through this deck and let us know how it works.
Great. So this is a pretty fun deck. The plan A here is to get the God-Paraoh's gift into play as soon as you can, right? As early as turn 4. So there's obviously a few things you need to do to get that happening. So over here we've got the, I guess you call the engine room of this deck. So the Minister of Inquiries, the Champion of Wits, and the Strategic Planning are really in the deck to help you draw extra cards, but more than anything, put the God-Paraoh's gift into the graveyard. So, the Ipnu Rivulet helps with that as well, with that extra mode on it. So really what we're trying to do here is we get a God-Paraoh's gift in the graveyard somehow, we refurbish it back for 4 mana, and then we get to win the game, hopefully.
So, and then you win the game by taking things out of your graveyard that you've already thrown in there and turning them into 4/4s.
Yeah, so while you're milling for the God-Paraoh's gift, you're also putting creatures, hopefully, in your graveyard. So getting back anything comes back as a 4/4 with haste, which is pretty great. But then you get these special ones, like the Angel Invention, which comes back as a flying, haste, lifelink, 6/6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many keywords?
6 ticks all the boxes. Then you get some of the other fun ones like Cataclysmic Gearhulk, which help you catch back up, reduces everything down to 1. Bit of a balance effect there. And Champion of Wits and Sun Scourge Champion are really fun to get back. Champion of Wits lets you draw 4 cards and discard 2, and it's really fun with Angel.
Amazing. Even Thraben Inspector will come back and give you a clue. So every threat that you've got here, everything comes back as a threat with some extra value.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what else can you do with this deck? Is there another way to win?
Yeah, so sometimes you can't get your God-Paraoh's gifts online, or they get abraded, or something awkward like that happens. The other half to the strength of this deck is sometimes just casting an Angel Invention on 5, or a Sun Scourge Champion, or eternalizing some of these creatures is good enough to get you there. So, it's pretty resilient.
How do you cast these? You've got all these lands over here. There's a bit of utility happening on this side.
Yeah, so you obviously get your 8 jewels here that are just strictly lands. You also get some fun ones here like the Hostile Desert and the Irrigated Farmland. So if you're in a pinch, this can produce blue and white mana, but more often than not, you'll cycle it, and then you can let the cycled card in your graveyard get eaten by the Hostile Desert, so you get in for a bit more reach. And you're already putting lands in your graveyard, so really using all pieces of the deck there.
So what deck is this good against? What other matchups are you playing against that you think, I'm going to win this?
Yeah, so anything that's mid-range, green-black, zombies to an extent, anything like that. I think control is a little bit rough, but totally winnable. And I think that the team matchup's favourable as well. So.
And where are you going to lose? What's the deck you don't want to see on the other side of the table?
Mono red or anything trying to reanimate with the Scarab God. It's a little bit quicker and targeted. So
if you face one of those things, what have you got in the sideboard to help bolster your game?
Yeah, so the Fumigates and the Linvalas, the Aether Meltdowns are all really, really good against the aggro decks. Gain life is amazing. Wiping the board while you're doing that's even better. This is also good against the vehicle decks. The Angel Sanctions is really a catch-all against any of those awkward permanents, like Hazaret or opposing God-Paraoh's Gifts or Scarab Gods. The Negates are pretty much against anything that's wanting to disrupt your plan. Braid's really awkward, Negates on the opposing team's really awkward, things like that. And then you have the Fragmentize and the Forsake the Worldly. I think it's a hedge against the Mirror, and there are some awkward permanents you want to deal with as well. Alright,
so it strengthens up your deck. So how many of this type of deck do you think we're going to see at Nationals?
I think that at the moment this is very underrated, and with 2 weeks away, that's heaps of time for the meta to shift. I think this is very powerful. And it's really difficult to interact with outside of, specifically Graveyard and Artifact Hate. So there's this version here, which is strictly blue-white, and there is another version that's running the red cards, so Insolent Neonate and Cathartic Reunion. This version really focuses on, I guess, getting the value from all your creatures and winning the game and putting the Pharaoh's Gift into play eventually. But the red deck really just wants to hammer that out as soon as possible. So you churn through your deck, you're actually at risk of milling yourself in some games. So keep an eye out for those two.
All right, excellent. Thanks a lot, Nathan. Thanks for showing us this deck. And if you like a bit of graveyard shenanigans, then I think this is the deck for you.
Great. Thanks.